Do you have some Bitcoin? Do you have a wallet? Go out there, do your homework, do your due diligence. My information on the radio is for entertainment purposes only. I like to poke fun at technology. I like to poke around and see what's coming on. We've talked about artificial intelligence. So that's another area where the power company, now that they have changed ownership, hopefully they're smarter and wiser, they're grown up. They're now grown-ups, and they could look at things like AI, artificial intelligence, as a methodology of generating revenue. Not only should the electric companies be doing this, but the government of Turks and Caicos Islands should be looking to artificial intelligence not as something to run away from or shy away from, but something to run towards, something to engage with, and see how you can take artificial intelligence, robotics, automation, and turn your automated process into revenue generation. The energy company could essentially provide the data center energy to run AI, data storage. AI is going to take a lot of energy. It's called inference. Every time you go on ChatGPT and ask a question, that computer network around the world or in the region needs to run out and look up that information. Now, the energy it takes to run around millions of computer databases looking for your answers takes electricity. That electricity could be provided by us here in the Turks and Caicos Islands. And the more we have data centers closer to us, if data centers are here, then the information could possibly be faster. We could get answers more quickly. Our AI could be at a speed, astronomical speed. I mean, the technology that's available right now allow us to basically put data centers anywhere in the world. But the closer you are at to where you're actually making the requests of the AI, the inference, the moment you make a request, of Chat GPT or your Alexa or your, what is it, your all these things that you talk to on your phone, those that takes a lot of energy. Amazon, their biggest money maker is the supplying of data centers so that people can have their websites run and not go down. Before, you could go to a website and the page not available. Now when they're on Amazon Web Services, that's the name of their product department. Amazon Web Services supplies internet service. It's become they're not making so much money from selling cheap stuff online. They're making a lot more money from providing data center all across the US. Amazon is building, Facebook is building. Microsoft is now building out data centers. They're turning all the nuclear power plants that they shut down into energy spaces and into energy sources. It's estimated that um, by the time, let's say in 5 years, there's going to be 10 robots to every human being. And we have 8 billion humans on the planet. Let's just start with Turks and Caicos Islands. The company Fortis say that it's serving 18,500 people across these islands. For every human being, there could be 10 robots. That's a lot of robots for these small islands. We're going to need a lot of energy to supply that. And I'm hoping that we could tap into clean energy resources. And the problem when you generate a lot of energy, when everybody's asleep and people are not actually using the energy for the air conditioning usage is going to drop way down when all the visitors go back to school, when all the visitors go back to work. So all that excess energy that they had to supply during the busy season, they kind of still have to be able to supply that energy, but most of it has to be grounded. Most of it has to be curtailed. The word is curtailment. I have to understand a little bit better about what they do with that energy here before I start talking about it. But the way it operates is the energy that's not being used is just shoved into the ground through a substation. That's why it's called grounding. Every time you put up a light pole, you have to put a grounding wire in the ground. That's so that that electricity can be diverted to the ground when it's not being utilized. That could be going into data centers. All the energy that we ground could be going into Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin mining and crypto mining, proof of work, is the most efficient way of storing energy, because not only you the energy that it takes to create the Bitcoin, you're storing that back in the value. That's why Bitcoin is 100. Let me pull it up again. Right now, trading at $112,000 US dollars to one Bitcoin. Folks, this is Charlene on 88.5 FM. If you're tuning in, please stay tuned. Every day at 4 p.m. we'll be coming live to you. I have former radio shows in the United States, across the states, in Hawaii, and television programming. I come from a long background of a radio, TV, magazine. I publish magazines and so forth. So I do a lot of research. And so some of these things I'm talking about, I'm just shooting off the top of my head. But I also have facts and figures in front of me. 112,000 US dollars to one Bitcoin. Now, there are now in public, out in the public, there are over 19 million different crypto coins. If you want to create a crypto coin, you're free to do so. There's so many technologies that allow you to do that. You can go on to Solana, you can go on to Ethereum, you can go on to Mango, MetaMask. Everybody has a MetaMask wallet. You can create your own NFT, draw your picture, draw your stickman figure, or apes or whatever you want to draw, and sell the pictures online. You can be Taylor Swift and put your music on the blockchain and sell the NFTs to her concert tickets. That's how these people are making money. What are you doing in the blockchain space? Thanks for tuning in. This is Charlene on 88.5 FM, The Smart Beat.
One more segment. Two.
Okay. You hear what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Okay, this because I have these. I don't know the level of my voice, if I'm too loud.
I'm watching the monitor.
Oh, yeah. Your unlimited future is right here on 88.5 FM, The Smart Beat with Charlene. Now, back in the day when I used to be a Bitcoin instructor, teaching Bitcoin classes at Utah Valley University in the United States, in Salt Lake City, one of the things that always comes up is my students at the university would ask, which coin should I buy? Which crypto? They know someone who made billions of dollars, who Lambo. The term is Lambo. You make a million, you're able to buy a Lamborghini. If you're able to buy a Lamborghini with your winnings or your proceeds out of crypto, then you have Lambo, then you have arrived, essentially. But one of the questions is, which coins should I buy, folks? I'm not here to tell you which coin to buy. There's only one coin that I am truly committed to, and you all know that's Bitcoin. Now, there's the coin that I really wanted you to look at is the Trump coin. That coin came out, DJT, and it's now number 8 in the companies. They're buying a lot of Bitcoin. The Trump people, whoever is running his company, they're buying a lot of Bitcoin and a lot of other cryptos. They're now number 8 in the world of people who own the most Bitcoin. Strategy, MicroStrategy, owned by Michael Saylor, has 636,000 Bitcoins. I know there's the Satoshi wallet has a lot more Bitcoin than that, has the most Bitcoin. There's a lot of wallets that are whale wallets that have a lot of Bitcoin, but the ones that we know, the ones that are published, the publicly disclosed crypto wallets, Mara Holdings, that's Marathon. They're a Bitcoin mining company. They have a lot of Bitcoin. Meta Planet has a lot of Bitcoin. That's a Japanese company that the Trump people are involved with too. Riot Platforms, they're a mining company. They mine Bitcoin. They're number 7. The top 10 list. Tesla used to be number 2. Tesla, the electric company, energy company, solar company, the Cybertruck company, Tesla, they are number 11. They've been pushed down from up from number 2 all the way down to number 11 in terms of ownership of Bitcoin. They've got 11,500 Bitcoins. The question is, how many do you have? You know what? It's not a shame to say I only have a few Satoshis. I only have $100 worth of Bitcoin today. It doesn't matter how much you have. It's a matter that you're in the game. You got to be in the game, folks. You got to figure out where it is you want to be next year. This thing is moving. It's pumping. 112,000 today for Bitcoin. It went all the way up to 124,000. I would have made money if I had Bitcoin, but you know how it goes. You're in and you're out. The thing is, get in the game. If you have to step out and take your money and they get back in again, do that. But you can also bet. There's ETFs. There's a lot of ways you can be participate as a miner and earn your own Bitcoin. So next tomorrow, I'm going to be talking to a company that actually does Bitcoin mining, and we're going to bring them on for a show to talk about how easy it is to get into Bitcoin and crypto mining. We've been talking with Caicos Lifestyle. They have a private yacht. My friend Captain Robo, the private yacht that you can book and go out on the water. Beautiful turquoise waters here in Turks and Caicos Islands. They have great deals. I think now that the season is slowing down, they even have better deals on tours. Caicos Lifestyle Private Yacht Charter. They are the top sponsors of the Smart Beats program here with Charlene on 88.5 FM. But here's what, folks, that captain, because they know I do the Bitcoin thing, we are going to be launching something very big. With or without Fortis, with or without Pelican, we are going to be doing mining Bitcoin on the water. Can you imagine that? Using clean energy, using energy from the Turks and Caicos Islands to generate Bitcoins. It's going to be the first of its kind anywhere in the world. And we're going to be the first one to be doing it. And you're going to be the first ones to hear about it here on 88.5 FM. If you've got an idea, you want to jump in with some technology solutions, please call in 649-441-8805. And I'm still waiting to hear back from Ruth Forbes now that it's official. Um, Fortis is sold. The new company is Pelican Energy TCI. I'm waiting for Mrs. Forbes to answer my WhatsApp. I also reached out to the Minister of Energy, EJ Saunders, to see if he wanted to discuss, as the Minister of Energy, what this means. A couple people did send in or respond to my message, respond to my WhatsApp, and the question is, are the rates going up? Nobody cares who owns the company. At this point, we just want to know, are the rates going down? Or are they going to drop the price of electricity? So that's the question. They haven't said anything about the new ownership and the impact on energy. I'm looking at the website, Pelican Energy TCI. They talk about their service territory. They also have interest in doing clean energy, but nothing about the cost of the electricity, nothing about price going up, price going down. If you want to know about price go up, price go down, just look at the Bitcoin. That's what I look for when I think about price go up, price go down. But it's generally up from here to the moon. But how much are you going to be paying more? Are you going to be absorbing some of the cost of that sale? Did they sell at a loss? Did they sell at a good price? Are the new owners going to be friendly to the islanders, to the locals? What's going to happen? According to their press release, Mrs. Ruth Forbes is staying on as the CEO and president. Some of the links on their websites don't work because I think they're building the website as we speak. Every time I click on it, it changes. So it looks like the website is still under construction on some of those pages, but Pelican Energy has taken over now for Fortis. Fortis is gone. Bye bye. This is Charlene on 88.5 FM. Now let me get back into my meat and potatoes. So we were talking about the people who own Bitcoin and the companies. So there's going to be no more than 21 million Bitcoin ever to be mined, to be sold, to be collected. The question is, how close are we to that number? Right now, out of the 21 million Bitcoin, we already have 19.9 million. So we still have what? 2 million to go. We still have 2 million Bitcoins to go. Or is it one? Somewhere in there out of the 21 million. So we're close to 20. So we have at least 1 million Bitcoins to go. And from here on out, the price is only going to go up because there's only so many and more people are getting involved. We saw over the weekend, I think China is now opening up more mining. There's been news China shutting down, China opening up, China shutting down, China opening up. China is now open up again for mining Bitcoin, but we could be mining Bitcoin right here in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Now, this 19.9 million is spread across all kinds of people. A lot of people across the world own Bitcoin. The numbers that we're seeing that's publicly disclosed is only 12%, only a fraction of that 19 million we know about who owns it. So your neighbor could be sitting on a pile of Bitcoin. You don't know. People all over the world, for the first time, the general population of the general humanity owns more of the most valuable assets than the wealthy people. Yes, they're wealthy now because they own Bitcoin, but they weren't wealthy before. So the general population, a lot of millionaires and billionaires have been made out of just this whole crypto thing. So you never know, folks. Don't be left behind. If you're not on the boat, you're definitely left at the harbor. Get on the boat and here's your chance. Thanks for tuning in. This is Charlene on 88.5 FM, the Smart Beat. I am so excited to bring to you Fortis, now Pelican Energy TCI. You heard it first, right here. 88.5 FM, Charlene with the Smart Beat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Unlimited Future starts right here today on 88.5 FM with Charlene, live on the radio, straight out of Providenciales, Turks and Caicos Islands. The beat, the smart beat with Charlene. Now, here's a chance for you to earn some free crypto, talking about cryptocurrencies. The beat We launched our own token a few weeks ago. So go on to this website, easy as peasy, as cheesy as pie. 885thebeat.com. Right at the top, you can register so that you can be participant in getting rewards from 88.5 radio station, 88.5 FM, when we're ready to give out things. So if you click on free stuff when you get on the website, on the homepage there, we're gonna have bags, t-shirts, hats. We're gonna have giveaways, tickets, music, playlists, but you have to sign up. One of the things you want to sign up for, or you want to drop in your shopping bag, is the Beat token. So we're offering 88 and a half tokens every day at 8:05 a.m. It's automated, it's already written in the blockchain that the token will be issued to the people who sign up. So when we issue 88.5 tokens, that's going to be distributed to all the members. So if you already sign up, you should log in and see tokens in your wallet on your website. Your wallet will be the same as your shopping cart as your account on 885thebeat.com. Now, if you don't sign up, you don't stand a chance. Okay, you don't have a ticket, you don't stand a chance. Here on 88.5 FM, you do stand a chance because I keep reminding you, go on the website, register, and get free crypto tokens. Now, how you can use those tokens? Like if we put on a concert or if we have an event and you need a ticket, you can trade in your points for tickets. You can trade in your points for a gift bag. You can trade in your points for a water bottle. You can even trade in your points for our playlist. All this new, fun, awesome music you hear. We're going to put out a playlist from 88.5 FM, the Smart Beat with Charlene, and you'll be able to basically use your points to acquire free stuff. But you got to sign up. It's so much fun. It's so exciting. Get involved. Even this is not a crypto coin that you buy and sell, at least not yet. You just collect the points and we'll convert the points into real crypto tokens on the blockchain for you so that you can participate at no risk. Okay, it's just free stuff from the radio. You know, you used to get free stuff from the radio station. Well, that is back, baby. You're gonna get free stuff again. You can even text in, and I'll drop some tokens. Matter of fact, everyone who texts today, the day that Fortis was announced, they sold to the new company Pelican. If you text in today, here's the number: 649 441 8805. 88.5 FM, 649 441 8805. If you text in today, if I get a text from you, I'm going to drop each of you 88.5 tokens. We actually released 88.5 million beat tokens, that the beat tokens from 88.5 FM, the beat. And we're going to be issuing those out to all our listeners over time. So I have an incentive to distribute these 88.5 million tokens very fast. And so everyone who texts today, I'll look at your texts after the show and I will reply with your I'll probably just do a coupon code that you can put in and get your extra 88.5 tokens for having texted or called into the station today, 88.5 FM with Charlene Live. And we are also gearing up for the biggest event of the year. Bitcoin will be 17 years old on January 3rd, 2026. The first Bitcoin was mined or launched on January 3 of 2009. So 17 years later, we're going to have a big party. I was going to say something. We're going to have a big Bitcoin party here in Turks and Caicos, and I'm bringing some artists, some people that I know in the music business to come to the station, and we're going to do a live event here on the islands. It's going to be the biggest Bitcoin bashment anywhere. The Caicos Coin Convention and Bitcoin Birthday Party is happening, folks. Put it on your calendar. January 3rd, 2026. That's New Year's Eve weekend. New Year's Eve New Year's falls on a weekend this year. So Saturday, the 3rd of January, we're gonna have the Bitcoin party. We're gonna tear up the place. It's gonna be a bashment. We're gonna have music, food, and fun, and we're gonna have more giveaways. And guess what? You're gonna need to get into that Bitcoin birthday party. You're gonna need Beat tokens. You're gonna need tokens from the radio station. So if you see me on the road, if you see me on the yacht, if you see me at the store or anywhere, just hit me up and I'll give you some extra 88.5 FM crypto coins for rewards and promotions. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a pleasure here with you today. Remember, if you got an email saying that Fortis was sold to, and the new name is Pelican Energy TCI, it's legit. It's there. The new website is up, and they are now the service provider, Pelican Energy TCI, in the Turks and Caicos Islands. I'm waiting for a call back from the president and CEO, Mrs. Ruth Forbes, and I'm also waiting for a call back from the Minister of Energy. I did reach out to verify this information with you, but I can honestly say for myself, from all the things I've seen, this is really legitimate. Fortis is now Pelican Energy in the Turks and Caicos Islands, across all islands. Today, you heard it, 88.5 FM live, the smart beat with Charlene. 88.5 FM. Here's the number to call one more time: 649-441-8805. I'm going to drop you 88.5 tokens to everybody who texted, called, or registered today. Extra 88.5 tokens for you. Crypto in your wallet. Brought to you by 88.5 FM. Your host, Charlene, the smart beat.